Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to International Film Festival Etiuda&Anima. My name is Paulina, and I'm really pleased to introduce you. My guest is Saara Hakkarainen from Finland. Hello, Saara. Happy to have you here. We will be. Sorry. We will talk about your documentary movie Silence, which tells us a story about Alexei, who, when he was a teenager, he understood that he is attracted to children. So this is really hard topic to speak about. And what about to make a documentary movie? And you've decided to make this documentary. And please tell us what was your motivation to decide to take this topic and show us to the audience?
Well, I think I had like two main motivator, and first of them is that I am a psychiatric nurse of my previous occupation, and I have been working in the child psychiatric ward for quite a long, and I thinking that by speaking about this topic and by being able to help these people who might be in the risk do something criminal for children. So I wanted to make this documentary that we talk more about the topic, and maybe also the government is more willing to offer help for these people. And also I was thinking that the reason why I started to make this film was that I read an article about a guy who told that when he was a teenager, he understood he's sexually attracted to children, and he would give like anything to be able to feel like not feel this way. And I was thinking that how would it feel, like, for example, if I would be in that situation, being teenager and understanding something like that. And I really think that with speaking about this topic, also people like Alexei are more able to get help.
Okay, so do you feel that you achieved that goal, that with your documentary movie, the topic about people who are attracted to children is open in your country?
Sorry, like did I achieve?
So should I repeat my question?
Yes, please.
Yes, I just wanted to ask you if after making that movie, have you had a chance to see if through this documentary movie, you may be open a wide discussion about people who just need help when they see that they are sexually attracted to children. So is there any discussions after this movie how to help these people?
Well, I think that there's still quite a lot of to do, but at least I know that there has been, at least in Finnish newspapers, like some articles about the topic. And what I have heard from, for example, from organizations who work with people who are attracted to children, I know that they have got like more calls, and I know that at least it has created more conversation about the topic.
Okay, thank you. After seeing your documentary movie, I was thinking about that our language, never mind if it's Polish or Finnish, can be really oppressive and judging. And when we watch your movie, we can. Is it impossible even to us to judge the man you're showing the story? We cannot almost use the word pedophile for him. He just used that word. And my question is here, how can we speak about that situations about with these people, because I feel like our language is maybe it's not ready for that kind of conversation, or maybe is too limited to talk about such topics. What do you think?
Well, I think that if you would, for example, ask Alexi what he thinks, I think he would answer that it's the most important thing is to speak, even though if you are not sure if you know like the right words, but I don't know how in English, but for example in Finnish we have also that, for example, that that we in Finnish, for example, we shouldn't anymore use the word pedophile. I don't know what is in English, but we have a word which is not so
Judging.
not, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to say it in English, but it's but it's like it basically means that the people who is like is attracted to children, but yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know the word in English, but it's not so
without negative connotation.
Yeah.
This is what you meant. Can you say how it sounds in Finnish?
We say it's lapsikohteinen seksuaalisuus.
Okay, thank you. In this documentary movie, we can hear that you are the person who actually have the interview with Alexi, and yet the person which we hear from voiceover is an actor voice. Yeah. Could you say how it looked, your work on this interview, because did you have a chance to meet Alexi, or it was this interview was written from the beginning till the end?
No, I'm not sure if I understood the question.
I just wanted to know if this interview, which we can hear in this documentary movie, is it real? It was your real conversation with Alexi, or it was written, especially written to this documentary?
Yeah, it's yes, I have like took the part of the original conversation with Alexi. And so it's like that. It's like Alexi's words, but said by an actor.
Mm-hmm. Could you say that why did you decide to take an actor and present Alexi by an actor, by a different voice? Why didn't you decide to let us hear Alexi's voice?
Well, because first of all, it was I agree with Alexi that he doesn't need to be there, and with his voice and with his face, and also we thought it's not. We neither of us thought it would be safety, because Finland is quite a small country, and also we thought that maybe it would be, because if there would be like real Alexi, and if like everyone would know that this is like real Alexi, I'm not sure if people would be only watching it like, okay, he's a pedophile. So we thought that maybe it would be also like easier to watch if it's like done by actor.
Okay. Yes, and that's interesting how you present it in your documentary, because we can there are two perspectives or realities, I can say, because one of the reality we can see an actor, how in everyday situation, for example, how while he is vacuuming he's cleaning the floor in his room or having a dinner with his family. And the other reality shows voiceover interview when Alexei tells his story. And these two realities sometimes disconnect, and because one of these reality shows kind of normal life, and the other voice reality show us that the Alexei have these problems. Why did you decide to combine these two realities and give us such a picture?
Well, like everything in the film is based to interview, so I wanted it to be there. And then we were thinking like quite a lot with my cinematographer Arttu Liimat that what there would be, like what would us want to show. And I thought, I don't know how in Poland, but at least in Finland we have this picture that pedophile is some older guy who is sitting on the white van next to children. I don't know what is in English. The place where children spend their day, and watching the children. So we wanted to show, for example, how Alexis, the real Alexis' life usually looks like. That he is like just normal guy who is doing normal things, and it felt for us really important to show that kind of side of his life. So that's why.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting that what you said, that I remember that in my childhood my mom told me many stories about a guy who could be a danger for me, and I remember that I have to be aware of a guy from a car, like you said. Do you remember from your childhood some, I don't know, stories which your parents told you just to take care of you, and tells you that you have to be careful when it comes to some guys or other people who would hurt you?
Actually, I don't remember, but this is like horrible story. But we had in Finland we had one really famous criminal called Jammu, and he actually, well, he was quite sick, and he was sitting on the van with the candies and like trying to get children to come with him with the candies, like, and everybody like knew the story of this Jammu. So I think most of people were just talking about like this way about that be affair of all those Jammus. So I think in that way, yes.
It sounds almost like a legend or like a myth, like some magical creature that you have to be aware that this kind of creatures lives in the world.
Yeah. Well, the story of Jammu was actually true, but yes, it's like, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. At the beginning of our conversation, you told me that you were a nurse in psychiatric hospital. It is. Are you work there still, or you decided to quit that job and to be a director right now? Why did you decide to quit your job in hospital?
I haven't totally quit. I still every now and then work in the hospital, also because I like it, and I want to still. I don't want to like forget it, and also I need money every now and then. But mostly I'm directing. and why I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit because I wanted to make films, but also why I still want to continue working as a nurse. I think that I think documentaries, it's like the same in the doing documentaries or working in the hospital. It's just like watching the life. So I think it's I need those both ways of watching the life, and I kind of see that they are the same but just different tools of working.
So your next film will be also inspired by some situation which you observe in a hospital, or it will be something completely different?
Good question. Yeah, I think the subject has come somewhere outside the hospital, but I think it still has something to do with the hospital.
Okay. Thank you, Saara, for our conversation today. And we are really pleased to have your documentary movie on our festival. And good luck with your work, also as a nurse and a director. And hopefully see you next year, maybe live on festival. Thank you.
Thank you.